Hi, I'm Jodeen with Hoodie Priestess Tarot, and today I'm going to do a demonstration of the self-love spread, and this will be a video for people who are practicing tarot themselves. I'm going to use myself as a guinea pig for the reading. So what's going to happen is, first I will show you two screens. One will have the diagram of how the cards are laid out and have the cards numbered so you know which card goes where. And the next screen will be a list of all the things, like card number 1 means this, and card number 2 is about that, and card number 3, etc. Now you can do what you want with those screens. You can pause the video and take notes. You can pause the video and take screenshots. However you want to handle that. But I think that's the best way to do it, because I'm not sure how to get a diagram into the description for the video. Maybe there is a way and I just don't know what it is yet. So it's hot here. It's sweaty. It's humid today. So anyway, if you see me sweating, I apologize. But okay, the self-love spread. Let's get on with it. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to verbally go over what each of these cards means. Number 1 describes your relationship to yourself. 2 are the parts of yourself that are easy to love. Card number 3 will be about your shadows, the parts of yourself that you have disowned or that you don't like to look at. Number 4, what it would help you to release. You know, what do you need to let go of? And then I have little notes about that. How are you judging yourself? What are your expectations of yourself? What are you blaming yourself for? Where do you feel inadequate, etc.? Card number 5 is what needs more love, and what can you do for yourself right now. And then onto this reading, I have added 3 cards, number 6, 7, and 8. I have added for how can you help yourself over the long term. So what do you need to do for yourself right now? And then also, what do you need to do over the long term to help yourself? And this is what the diagram is going to look like. I just brought this 3-ring binder out today and put it together because I need a place to keep track of all these things. Okay. Lay that up here where I can see. All right, let's shuffle. We're going to use the Nightfall Tarot. I like to use darker colored decks when we're in the week of the full moon. And so I've been using Nightfall Tarot this week. We have had a very lovely moon. I guess this is the strawberry moon. I know where I'm living, this is strawberry season. Oh, there's nothing so good as a nice local sweet strawberry. One more shuffle, and this is for Jodeen, and this is the self-love reading, and we'll cut. All right, so card number 1 describes my relationship to myself, and here we have the 3 of Swords. Owie, owie, owie. All right, and that's going to go in the center. And then card number 2 are the parts of myself that are easy to love. So card number 3 would indicate that I have some heartbrokenness. I've got some owie in there. And this is the parts of me that are easy for me to love. The 10 of Swords, so that's the part that's easy for me to love. Okay, and that one goes up here. It's card number 2. Wow, those are 2 really big ouch cord. You know, boy, let's hit the ground running, Jodeen. What's my relationship to myself? The 3 of Swords. What's the parts that are easy for me to love? The 10 of Swords. I mean, Lord on a stick can only go up from here. All right. Now, this is going to be the card about my shadow. What are the parts that I've disowned or that I don't want to admit to or look at, or the parts that I don't care for? Yeah, exactly. The 2 of Swords. In a way, we're kind of getting told to F off. It's kind of saying, I don't want to look at that and I don't want to talk about it. Alrighty. Now, card number 4 is, what do I need to release? What do I need to release? What does Jodeen need to release? Temperance. That's interesting. There we go, Temperance. Now, Temperance is the card of walking the middle ground. I need to release that. Maybe I need to, you know, Temperance would be a card about walking the middle ground, not going to one extreme or the other. Maybe this is the Tarot's way of telling me that I really need to go to extremes. Maybe I really need to let myself feel those extreme emotions. You know, those extreme hurts, because right now I'm operating kind of like, well, if I don't look at them, then I can go on with my life normally, you know. But if I start digging into all that stuff, oh, it's just going to depress me and it's going to make me cry and it's going to bring me down, and I don't want to deal with it. And I think the 2 of Swords, and I think that's really descriptive of me too. It's like, well, it's best to just let sleeping dogs lie, you know, don't poke the bear. I think that's really true about me. So card number 5 is, what needs more love, and what can I do for myself right now? What can I do for myself right now to give myself more love? The 10 of Cups. Now that is, to me, the 10 of Cups is your happiest emotional life. To me, that would mean surrounding yourself with a community of people, a family, you know. Family can be your actual blood family, but it also can be your extended family. It can be a whole network. It's the community of kindred souls in your life. So it'd be surrounding myself with people who I love and who love me, or who at least have a care for me. You know, not people who are trying to tear me down. We don't see the 5 of Swords coming out here. And having gratitude for all the things in my life that I do love. And that can be big things like my children and my grandchildren, but it can be the little things too, like the birds that are so prevalent in my yard right now, and like this time of year when the fireflies come out at night and how beautiful that is. It can be the small things too, you know. It could be a job working with flowers that I like to do. Okay, now there's 3 more cards in the spread, and that's 6, 7, and 8. So if this is what I can do in the short term, these next 3 cards are, what do I do for the long term? Like, how can I, what's going to benefit me years down the road. Okay, so 3 cards. How can Jodeen love herself more for the long term? And we'll draw those cards now. All right, and let me move everything. I'm going to move everything where it's seeable, because we're going to lay down 3 more cards. Let's see if we go in this direction. And what will help me for the long term? We have Judgment. Now there's all kinds of ways that we can interpret judgment, but I think what we're talking about right now is a spiritual journey, a spiritual awakening. That's big major arcana stuff, and I feel like for the past 3 years I have been kind of on a spiritual awakening, a death and rebirth, and that's a long path to walk, and you have to have lots of patience with yourself. This is what I've been doing, is been having a lot of patience with myself. And it just occurs to me now, I want to bring it up. I am seeing right away that there are 2 cards with angels. And I love to see that, because that makes me feel like I'm protected. Maybe I'm protected by my ancestors who have passed on. Maybe they're watching over me. But I do really feel like I have a guardian angel in my life. And I go through phases of my life where I really communicate with that angel a lot. Right now we're on the down low. The angel's trusting me. The angel is off doing what? I don't know. Having a vacation, taking a break from me. Doing what angels like to do. When they're not babysitting me, and I am being left to fend for myself, because I think they are confident that I can. But anyway, the dark night of the soul is a long journey, and for me it has meant looking over my past and feeling all my feelings about my interactions with other people throughout my entire life. And there's a lot of feelings there. Okay, so that's one. Here's another thing. The Knight of Swords. Hurry up, I guess. The Knight of Swords, to me, the Knight of Swords is the drama knight. You know, you hear of drama king, drama queen. To me, the Knight of Swords is just drama. Too fast, too furious. That's what I like to call the Knight of Swords. And I always have this way of describing how the Knight of Swords comes, smashes down your living room door, rides in on his horse, knocks over all your furniture and breaks your dishes and shakes the pictures off the wall, and then tramples through your house and rides out the back door, and you never see him again. You think this big thing is going to happen, but all it is a lot of wind blowing through. So what does that mean? That means go ahead and deal with the drama, or subdue the drama, have patience with the drama. There's something about drama here. I'll have to think more about that. And the last card is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is my little seed planter. This is the Earth card, and this is the child of the Earth card, and this is the child who has a pentacle in his hand like a new toy, and that he's so excited about it. Okay, and he goes and he plants it in the earth, and to him it's a treasure. And he's so excited about the things he can do in his material life. And to me, it just kind of feels like maybe call judgment. But I think there's more than one thing going on in this card. I really do. I think there's a spiritual journey here. But I think it's also saying call judgment on the drama and get busy with your hands. And that will make you happy for the long term. And I think that's really true for myself. These cards aren't even showing. That's really true for myself. Like, and maybe it is for other people too. Like, if I can keep my hands busy, then my mind doesn't have the opportunity to run around and get up to all kinds of no good. Because we can create a lot of drama for ourselves if we don't have anything better to do. Now, at the end of every spread, I don't know if you've watched me for a while, you've noticed I do like to turn the deck over and see what's on the bottom. And what's on the bottom here is the Eight of Cups, which is a person walking away into the moonlight. And we are still basking in the light of a full moon here. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't this timely? So the one is walking away from 8 cups, and they're going to search inside themselves, and they're going to find what makes them happy and satisfied and fulfilled. You know, get busy with your hands. Do the things that fulfill you. And that will help you be happy for the long run. Now, I want to say another thing before we close out here. A person may be confused about some card that's on the table. I don't really feel that way myself, but if you did, you could take another tarot deck. You want to do another deck and take it out and shuffle it and ask it a question. Would you please tell me more about the Ten of Swords? What did Ten of Swords represent? The part of me that's easiest to love. Well, there's a good question, okay? Is it a matter of feeling sorry for myself? So let's take the tarot deck. Now we're working with Tarot of the Abyss. Tarot of the Abyss, please give me clarification on how it is that the Ten of Swords is the easiest thing for me to love about myself. How in the world could anybody love the Ten of Swords? Please give me more information. Why is it here? And thank you. And we have the Hermit. Hermit of going inside, and the Hermit of taking time to be on your own, following your own counsel. It's Major Arcana. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is exuberant and excited and playful. Maybe taking time to go in and find my inner playfulness. And then here we have the Eight of Wands. That's a card of communication. It's a lot of talking. It also can be a card of focusing all of your energy in one direction, like getting really focused about what you're doing and then do it. So how is it easiest for me to love my Ten of Swords? Is it telling me that am I taking some sort of joy in isolating myself and going over my pains? Because we can, you know. And that's what's coming to me right away. Now, if I would leave this deck on the table for 24 hours and give myself more time to think about this, I think these 3 cards would unfold for me and I would get more meaning from them. But just at first glance, off the cuff, I would say the parts of me that are easy for me to love, and maybe it's kind of like, oh, well, you kind of like to go off in your nest and lick your wounds, you know? You like to go over those wounds or focus on those wounds. Maybe it's easy for you to feel sorry for yourself, but I'm not necessarily seeing a card of feeling sorry for myself. Yeah, this is the Knight of Swords. Then we got the Knight of Swords here twice. The Knight of Swords is here. It's a female in this card, but it's over here too. Looks like a male, but you can't tell because of the armor. You know, maybe it is that drama. It's just like, maybe I love to go over my old wounds and feel the drama of them. So that's another thing you can do. You can pull 3 clarifiers. I recommend doing it from another deck. So there you're in with 2 tarot decks. Now, if you were going to go ahead and say you're going to clarify this 3 of Swords, preferably you would have yet another deck. Maybe you do and maybe you don't have those decks. But the reason why it's good to have another deck is because you might get repeating cards. Like here, we're seeing the Knight of Swords twice. And that's significant. If you're seeing the Knight of Swords twice, it's telling you something about, for me, about drama. Now, if I had just used this same deck to do the clarifying, well, there's a lot of cards left here yet, but I wouldn't have been able to see that Knight of Swords repeated. And if you're getting cards that repeat, then that's something significant to pay attention to. All right. So I think that's our spread. That's the interpretation of it. Another thing I will add before I end, when I do my own readings, and I've said this more than once, I leave them sit out for at least 24 hours and sometimes 72 hours. Because they unfold over time. You will get the initial messages, and then as you walk around living your life, something will click in your brain when you least expect it to, and you'll say, oh, that's what it means. Or you'll realize that a card means more than one thing, and it's going much deeper than you originally saw. But when you're reading for the public and you're on YouTube, you don't have the luxury to do that. But that's the way it goes. Okay, so that's all I have to say about that, and I will stop before the video gets too long, and let me know if this was helpful to you. Also, feel free to write in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. All right. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for your support of this channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, bye-bye.